symbols that interested me in Ageless in the raw were the representation of primordial elements such as air, fire, earth, and water. Everywhere I looked, I found them in various versions and different forms, with immense plasticity and representing a disturbing yet fascinating fact. Everything that existed was composed of basic elements grouped in a certain way that evolved over time. Living in a place surrounded by raw nature, in a territory with almost no population, led me to focus my attention on this landscape. This period was marked by a visual learning experience related to the unique signature of each site and each geographic zone. There is a vital force in nature that is specific to each site. This energy leaves a mark on the landscape that differs from place to place and is difficult to define in detail, but which, taken as a whole, becomes recognizable and which we come to identify as that site. In a very simplistic way, this dynamic of elements defined the motive and contours of my aesthetic interest, which I understood as the internal pulse of the landscape. Every landscape I encountered was in a constant process of change, with its roots in the distant past and a reach that could extend into the future without an end in sight, continuing even after the human race had disappeared from the face of the earth. From my perspective, it was fascinating to see the metamorphosis of timeless nature. Immobility was an illusion because on another level there was action and movement, a change that was the result of an organizing agent that had been at work and that defined itself as the evolutionary matrix of nature. The idea that painting could be a window into this dimension made it clear that the first works in Ageless in the raw were only the beginning of an immense journey, an endeavor that could take a lifetime, and that for me was a great adventure.